Hi everyone, just want to bring you 5 tips today to help your employees to get along better. And again, at the moment, everything's all over the place. People are in different situations and people are getting irate, perhaps quicker than they would do and losing their tempers a bit more than they could do. Some people are saying it's expected, but at the same time, it doesn't mean it needs to be tolerated all the time. And there's also the culture at the moment, it's becoming more and more rife, that there's the everything on demand. Everyone wants an answer to everything. Everyone needs something now in order to get it off their chest. It has to be dealt with now. And that's causing a bit more frustration than is required. Technology has just advanced everything. This isn't the first time that something like this pandemic has happened. We've had obviously Spanish flu, and these things have happened. There've been world wars, there've been loads of scenarios where things are really, really impactful for society. But this is the first time before I had something on this scale with this much technology advancing things. I'm also finding, I don't know if you guys are the same, again, give me some feedback if not, but I'm finding that it seems to be angrier voices seem to be a lot more visible. They're heard a lot more. People are ranting and raving a lot more than the quieter ones that might not agree. But then if there is an opposition to someone's argument, it tends to be, again, that those people that stand up and say, I'm not sure that's what I agree with, are really shut down quickly. And that's going to create a scenario that we want to avoid. We want to try and get around from that. So what would be my first thing to say? Number one would be listen. Really listen to what someone's saying, why they're saying it, and see if there's anything you can do to pacify when you're listening to that first piece. But then number two, not only have you listened, then take the time to understand. Understand why someone's saying something or why they're behaving a certain way, and again, create that two-way understanding that actually maybe the understanding of the underlying cause of what's going on is there's a different problem and that needs to be addressed rather than trying to deal with what you think is the issue. The third one is then once you've understood a bit more along those lines, try to find that mutual ground. What's the mutual ground between these two people that seem to be not able to get along and that need to do a bit better in their relationship, and hopefully help them to build the relationship that's going to last a longer time. Number 4, remind people that it's okay not to agree. It's okay to have a different opinion to somebody else, but it's not okay when that starts to get out of line and starts to butt against your core values. If your core value is respect and people are being very disrespectful to each other, that needs to be addressed, that needs to go down the disciplinary route. But it's okay to have a different opinion so long as it's not going to cause too much upset and friction aligned to those core values. And the fifth and the final one for me today is creating an environment where people feel that they can stand up and speak out and say what they want to say. Again, there's that whole piece around saying what you want to say, but in the right way. Making sure that it's encouraged to speak, to give feedback, that it's listened and it's heard, it's understood, and people try to act upon it. Again, if someone raises something that isn't great, it doesn't mean that it's going to be resolved. Sometimes it's just understanding and explaining why things are a certain way that helps to pacify things. Hopefully that's helpful for you, and see you in the next video.